other big news of the day. So a couple of pieces of big news. So our friend James O'Keefe, the undercover journalist over at Project Veritas, he has now gotten hold of tape of an ABC News anchor saying on an open mic, her name is Amy Robach, and she was caught on camera slamming her own network for allegedly sitting on the Jeffrey Epstein story 3 years ago. Here's a little bit of what that sounded like. It's pretty incredible, actually.
She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton, we had everything. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it. I'm so pissed right now.
Okay, and she's talking off air about the fact that now all these revelations were coming out about Jeffrey Epstein. She says, I had this years ago, and ABC News quashed it and sat on it. And now she has issued a statement. Robach, I mean, it just shows you how the media works. Bad look for the media, right? In the aftermath of NBC News, basically quashing the Harvey Weinstein story for years until Ronan Farrow broke it. And now it appears that ABC News was sitting on the Jeffrey Epstein stuff for years. These are the media you are going to trust? And the public trust in the media is already at an all-time low. This is certainly not going to help, nor should it. Robach said her comments were made, quote, in a private moment of frustration. I was upset that an important interview I had conducted with Virginia Roberts didn't air because we could not obtain corroborating evidence to meet ABC's editorial standards about her allegations regarding Jeffrey Epstein, Prince Andrew, and Bill Clinton. She added that in the years since the 2015 interview, no one ever told me or the team to stop reporting on Jeffrey Epstein, and we have continued to aggressively pursue this important story. An ABC News statement issued says, at the time, not all of our reporting met our standards to air, but we have never stopped investigating the story. Well, you kind of did, didn't you? I mean, just a little bit. I mean, the fact is that if it didn't meet your standards to air, well, then presumably you should have kept digging. So that is a pretty, it's a pretty damning indictment of ABC News. And that's not what she's saying there, right? I mean, what she is saying in that clip is that she had the interview, she had the goods. She says she has pictures there. So it's different than what she is saying in her statement. In her statement, she's like, oh, well, we didn't have all the goods. But in that tape, she's saying, yeah, we pretty much had all of the goods. If the media was involved in covering up or at least neglecting to investigate Jeffrey Epstein because they thought that it was going to hurt the Clintons, that's a massive, massive story, obviously, and goes again to the level of media bias that is involved in all of this. Pretty astonishing. Right, Molly Hemingway over at the Federalist, she tweets, in addition to these statements not actually being responsive to what the initial hot mic claims were, mostly what this shows is that ABC News has an indefensibly different standard for, e.g. the Kavanaugh allegations or for the Covington boys than it does for Clinton-connected pedophiles, which is, of course, exactly right. They're willing to run with any level of speculation, including false speculation about anything. That hurts Republicans. But if it could possibly damn the Clintons, then all of a sudden they run away from this stuff, like wholesale. And then you wonder why the American people have trouble trusting the media? That would be the reason. I hope you enjoyed that clip from The Ben Shapiro Show. If you did, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date on all of our future content.